Welcome back, gang. It's D to the G here, doing some dungeon diving on my tank. Tanking Veteran ICP, Imperial City Prison. You guys asked a lot about tanking questions, so I'm going to give it a shot. Don't remember the last time I tanked this guy, but I got 2 Sap Nightblades, Radio Sledge, and Misty healing / fake healing, so he'll be doing a lot of damage. So let's go and get at it. So this is on my EP character. We use the Q finder to get in a group together, and then you can kind of just like still do dungeons with your friends regardless of faction, and that's going to be even improved in the update. So if you're like me and you have friends on other factions, or you start another character to play with different people, it's going to be improved in the next update. So I'll slowly walk through and talk about my build. This is kind of the modified T7. Now my Dunmer has the ability to do a lot of different things than my Orc does, and vice versa. I don't have Razor Caltrops yet on this guy. I'm close. I just PvP'd all day yesterday. But I would have incorporated Razor Caltrops on this guy. I'm using the Armor Master Hisbark setup with reduced block cost. Oh, there is an achievement for opening these levers. I have Choking Talons for the damage reduction, Vigor for my self-heal, Defensive Stance for that reduction in block, and a good Reflect. And of course I get stunned while holding block. Don't tell my friends. Talons in there. And of course extended chains, Rip and Grip. You guys know Rip and Grip. So Armor Master, make sure you're glowing like that. Or not glowing, whatever it is. Like you're invisible. Make sure it eludes up. With this armor, I'm seriously like ridiculously tanky. Armor Master, Hisbark, Irma Gird. Super tanky. So the only concern I have wearing this is resource management, and I'm not doing a lot of damage. But this is one of the harder dungeons, probably the harder one, so it's okay to be a little more tanky and not do so much damage. Experimenting with my Dunmer though, trying to make a build as a tank that can do damage magic based, like with deep breath and inhale and stuff. So hopefully once Thieves Guild come out, I could get that published and do some more. Okay, so our Overfiend friend, I'm going to jump, let my group members know I'm going. Buff up. So I got my spiked armor there, hardened armor. Got my elude up. I'm going to pull them right here. Warhorn, make sure they're in range of the Warhorn. And then I'm going to go through cycling my buffs. So I'm going to cycle here. What I'm doing is Heroic Slash. So that's going to give a damage reduction. Make sure to retaunt. I'm going to Choking Talons excessive mobs there. I'm out of magic, so I'm going to go ahead and Potion. Talons back up. Right there. And that's really all I'm doing as a tank, making sure to bash and interrupt on this fight. So, cycling through my buffs. See, like Elude's down right now, Heroic Slash is down, Taunt's down, so I'm going to go ahead and do all those buffs again. I'm going to go ahead and use Vigor because I have excessive stamina, so why not give my allies a heal? Okay, here's 50%. This is where it gets tricky. Make sure my taunt's fully refreshed on him. CC break. I'm going to Heroic Slash her. Make sure to debuff her damage because she does a lot of damage. Okay, his taunt's about up, and I'm running low on all resources, so I'm going to go ahead and pop a Tripod just in case. Warhorn's just about back up. I'm going to use Igneous Shields here to proc that 2 ultimate just to push that over. Get another Warhorn in here. So he's taunted. I'm going to go through and cycle my buffs once again. Got a bash. I'm going to try to put these guys on the Warden, or Overfiend I should say, so they can single target / AoE him down. And lost aggro like a baddie. Give me them shards. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm spamming my synergy key. I want them shards. Bash. Okay, we're getting the nitty gritty. Great job healing. Look at that Magic Nightblade DPS though. It's so good. It's so good because it heals everyone in the group. And these guys are getting peppered, so I'm going to go grab them. 4%. My spam taunt DPS though. We're a caster. There we go. Remember, these mobs don't despawn, so you're going to have to deal with them eventually anyways. And I'm not a Dunmer, so I don't have a whole lot of magic to use extended chains. Especially if I'm going to use my armor buff, which is hardened armor. So hardened armor is going to give me 5k resistance, physical, and spell. And then elude every 10 seconds is going to give me 5k as well. So you're looking at 10,000 resistance maintaining those two buffs. Now the buffs or debuffs I place on the mobs is pierced armor, so that's going to reduce their armor spell resistance. Where are you? And then heroic slash, which reduces their damage. So Warhorn, and I'm using Warhorn over any other ultimate as a tank, and the reason why is I can use an offensive ultimate like Banner or something like that, but the damage that it gives to the party overall is way more than just using a banner. So that's the assault line skill. Aggressive Warhorn. Do I have it morphed yet? Yes, I do. So it gives you major force, increasing your critical damage by just a monster amount. So that's what I prefer to use. That's what I've been using as a tanking since the old DSA days, and that works for my groups that most of us use. So you're buffing and debuffing. You have 2 buffs to maintain on yourself. You got your Igneous / Resolving Vigor to heal yourself. I'm using potions pretty much on cooldown. And then you got your taunt / debuff with heroic slash. And that's kind of all I'm doing. There is a lot to pay attention. If you see my buff bars, there's a lot going on down there. So you get used to it. I'm no pro at tanking. I used to do a lot more. So if you call me a baddie, I won't get offended. Yes, I will. My ego is very sensitive. Come here. Grab these Flesh Atronachs right away. They're the priority DPS target because they do have a rage timer. So make sure to get them. Now I'm out of resources, but thankfully I got a Warhorn, and that's going to give me a big flood of resources that I need. And I had a dodge roll out of there. I was standing in red like a baddie. And if you do run out of stamina, go ahead and use Igneous. Remember that ultimate or the passive is going to give you back about 1,500 stamina for using that. For using an Earth and Heart ability. So you can basically just trade magic for stam at that point. Get a loot up. I am using Engine Guardian. I've tried Bloodspawn. Bloodspawn is like an overkill on mitigation. It's almost like too much. So I don't really worry about that for this particular fight. Now you can do like in a medium or light armor setup with Bloodspawn and Armor Master. And pretty much still hit the hard caps for resistance and just kind of be more of an offensive tank. So I'll be working on trying to get that setup done. But I mean, tanking really has not changed a lot. I mean, I get asked a lot of questions on, hey, Delta, make a Templar tank. Well, a Templar tank, a Dragonknight tank, a Sork tank, and a Nightblade tank are all trying to do the same sorts of things. Maintaining your buffs. So if you're an Armor Master setup, it's literally your major resistance. Nightblades can get that through the Shadow. Sorks are going to have to use the skill and PvP skill, movable. But every class has a way to get that, the major resistance buff. I mean, Sorks can use the Lightning Form as well. Templars can use Channel Focus or Restoring Focus. So you have a buff that buffs your armor. You have your dodge chance. That's your basic setup. You have your heroic slash, so your debuff and your taunt, and you're a tank. Now that's not the only way to tank, but it's an effective way. It's been tested, tried, and true for a very long time. All right, let's go ahead and use a tripod or a stam potion. I don't want to go broke here. Go ahead and retaunt. And the way I set my tank up is a lot of reduced block cost, so that's how I get away with no stamina regen. Reduce block costs. By the time it's back up, I'm G2G. Okay, so this is the DPS check like we done before. Our guys are pulling on the monster deeps. So we're just going to do the 100% burn route on this guy. And I got a Warhorn to start. So we'll do the 2 buffs. I'm going to jump to let them know I'm ready. Do I have Flawless Dawnbreaker in that first slot? Don't ask. It's simply because I don't have the skill point to buy Corrosive Armor. No secret funny business. Okay, here we go. When you hear that as a DPS, that sounds like making love to your DPS. When you hear that, you're gonna be like, oh my god, I'm about to pull them monster deeps. Red's bad. Oh, look at this. This guy's at 66% already. A monster. Why am I... Oh, we gotta bash him. When he goes on to someone else like that, just bash. Put him back here. Is he still not coming over here? What's he doing? Okay, that is Tank's fault. That is 100% Tank's fault. Hashtag blame the tank. Okay, I may have caused the wipe, but it happens, so let's keep going. I'm out of resources, so I'm going to use Dawnbreaker since it's a low-cost ultimate. Got that back up. And I'm losing aggro like a boss. Okay, we can recover. Deltia made a poopy. I don't think we can recover now. Nope. Okay, so when he goes to bash someone, it could be anybody. Just make sure to retaunt when that happens. So that was my bad. Okay, so I'm not maintaining aggro for some reason on this mob, this flesh sculptor. So when he peels off for some reason, he's still not responding to my taunt. So instead I'm going to use an AoE eruption. I don't have caltrops, otherwise I would place that down, razor caltrops. But we're going to try eruption as a change instead of my igneous shields and see if I can maintain aggro a little bit better. Alright, here we go. I'm going to put that down, and that's just going to do AoE damage. Not so much the amount of damage that it does. It's just the AoE that tells the boss, oh crap, this guy I probably should attack. So there's the taunt. CC break. Now he's running clear out there. I'm going to Warhorn. Retaunt. Put down that eruption right there. Make sure to grab this new Flesh Atronach. Another eruption. I'm low on stam, so I'm just going to use eruption again. Kind of get back some of that magic, or that stamina, Earth and Heart, and I'm standing in poopy. Don't stand in poopy, kids. It's not good for your health. Okay, there we go. Got a proc. Put eruption back down. Heroic slash, both these guys. Taunt's about up on the boss, and a retaunt. I am CC'd, and I cannot CC break. There we go. Lay down that eruption. Grab my shards. Ooh, good proc. I'm going to spam eruption a couple times. Now it's getting chaotic. It's okay. Make sure everyone's taunted as best I can. Warhorn. Woo! Got her done. Okay, so that's tough. Sled, 28k DPS. Good job. Butcher, 3k. Look at that DPS. So, I was doing a bad job of holding aggro there for whatever reason. So, in that case, if you're failing as a tank, just adapt. It's not a big deal to make a mistake. So I placed down eruption there to get some AoE so the boss can start thinking, you know, hey, this is an AoE target. Also, the other morph of hardened armor is AoE damage. That's a good option as well. But some type of AoE that does damage will usually do the trick. And like I said, for a stam specific build, I usually have Rager caltrops, but not this time. So baddie Deltia. See, it happens. And it's okay. Don't panic and yell at the tank, unless he's a baddie like me. Pull these levers. And the reason I like igneous shields over eruption typically is so I can get the extra healing, the major mending. So I'll usually do igneous, bar swap, resolving vigor. And that will like basically keep me healed almost indefinitely. Okay, so here they come. I'm going to do my 2 buffs. Taunt the boss. And then another thing with tanking, point the boss the other way. So if you want your DPS to be behind them. Another thing I see a lot of people do is as soon as someone lays down a meteor or something, people for whatever reason like take the boss out of it. See this veil right here? Don't take the boss out of the veil. Bring the boss in. And if it's a ranged boss, remember that it will follow you. So if you have to walk back clear here for the boss to kind of move forward, do it. Otherwise, your DPS is just losing out tons and tons of damage. Alright, eyeball dude. Chains and bang here. A lot of mobs. Use a magic potion so I can talons the group in. Make sure these guys are getting beat on. I'm going to pull this last guy in. Get my elude back up, hardened armor, do heroic slash, and boom, eruption. So tanking's still active. I mean, most people want to do, you know, beat up on people and be the hero. And believe me, I love doing DPS too, but tanking is just as fun. It's a thankless job too. Because if everything's going good, you're doing your job, right? And if things going bad, like we did back there, well, you're a derpy DPS. Alright, so what we're going to do, screw it, we're going to go YOLO mode here. Grab these fools. We got good deeps. I'll stick them right in that Veil, see? That's damage reduction. Veil, Nova. Those are the heavy hitter ultimates in PvE and in PvP, really. Gonna rebuff, fully rebuff, cast Eruption right on them. I'm gonna place these two ding dongs right in my Eruption. And Warhorn. Try to taunt everyone I can. Okay, bodies are starting to fall, so I know my healer is gonna, boom, look at that. Full stand with that Repentance. I'm gonna pull in Tater Tot here so he can get in that AoE damage love. And life's good. Ooh, heavy sec. Come on, 5 kudos. Oh, 10 iron ore, boo. And Flush Atro is that primary target you want to taunt right away in these specific fights. So if you can't taunt everyone right, obviously there's 1,000 mobs, but you can talons a bunch of them. So if you can't taunt everyone, talons them. And that'll also get the boss's attention as well, since it is AoE. A couple things to build ultimate faster: heroic slash, and then eruption. Those two, maintaining those a lot of the times, you'll build ultimate super fast with this build. You can also use blood spawn as well, but I specifically like Engine Guardian. Also, don't over buff like I did right there. I still had a lot of time left on my armor, and I casted it again for whatever reason. So don't over buff. It's important. Okay, another pull here. This is pretty tough with the Harvester kind of walking around. So we're going to make sure it buffs full duration. I'm going to talons these Tater Tots all on here. So if the Harvester's not going to come, I'm just going to do without it. Try to talons them all in here. Come here, Mage. Potion's about up, so I should be able to maintain. Potion here. Reapply my buffs. And a talons. Okay, now let's go deal with the Harvester. Get off. So turn him away from the group. Remember, if he's going to channel, you do not want him facing the group. So we're going to heroic slash. Taunt's about up, so let's get that and bash. Pull this guy in here. There we go. You reapply my eruption. My buffs. CC break. G2G. Get that fat loot. Get them fat loots. Okay. So we got Eyeball Boss Dude coming up. We got Crazy Big Fat Dude coming up. I hate this little pull for whatever reason. There'll be like 2 dudes back here. I don't like it. I don't like it. So Chains and Bang here. Where are they? I see you. Yeah, well, it's hard to miss you with that big arse eyeball there, mister. So I see him in the back there. Let's see if we can't pro it up. Oh, what? What? Yeah. Oh, I better maintain taunt instead of fragging. And see what happens? Yeah, I'm stunned. See? Yif! Where are you? And bash is your DPS ability. Don't be dropping block and swinging your sword all the time. I see people swinging their sword. You ain't gonna cut down Molag Ball swinging your sword as a tank. So you're more likely to cause more damage than good. I mean, you can do it to start generating ultimate, and that's great, but majority of the time, whole block. You're a tank. Be tanky. Alright, park eyeball guy right in here. I'm going to pull him right on top of those. Do a pro roll back. Eruption down. Face him away from the group. I'm going to bash Billy Bob over there. I lost aggro. Come back here, eyeball dude. Rogue slash eyeball dude. And that is his name, by the way. Not even figurative. Literally eyeball dude. Alright, my DPS, I'm going to put him right on here to this guy. Oh, eyeball dude. Look, my buffs are down. Need to recast him. Okay, we're going to rogue slash. Elude. Doing good on resources. And my ult's pretty high. So we're looking good. Gonna give the rest of my guys a heal. Make sure to bash when appropriate. I'm gonna charge up a heavy attack right there. Potions back up. Go ahead and use it. Do one dodge roll. Low on stam, so I'm gonna cast Eruption a couple times since I do have magic all the way up. And a repentance, 2 repentances. There we go. Now I'm good. Warhorn up. 2 buffs back up. And just rotate, rip, and dip. So this type of tanking can be done by any class. And most people think, oh, only Dragoknights can tank. And Dragoknights are fantastic tanks, my favorite, but they're not the only class to tank. What the Dragonknight has exclusively is chains. So, yes, chains is super useful, but for pure mitigation stakes, there's a lot of arguments to be made that Templar or even Sork now or whatever can maintain top level tanking. So if you want to play this type of, you know, super strong, durable playstyle, don't be afraid to do it on another class. You just got to maintain your 2 buffs. Your armor master, your taunt, and your debuff. Do that, and you'll be just fine. See, swinging my sword, getting people killed. I was also going to say that they've kind of changed taunt to, like, it's hard to over taunt anymore. So when you play on consoles, you know, when I play on consoles, I rarely do, but when I do, it's kind of hard to see the buffs. Well, you really have no buff trackers. So you have to rely on timing, intuition, visual effects. So when in doubt, I would taunt a little earlier than later, because it seems like for whatever reason, over taunting is not as prevalent, losing aggro. Dodge roll out of there. Potions up. Okay, one of the big trash pulls here. So I'm gonna go right on top of Billy Bob here. Horn after I get CC'd. Talons. Grab the harvester. Now point him back this way. Grab this guy off of him and make sure that no one's on anyone else. Life's good. Okay. Pull right before the boss. Usually I don't use ultimates here, so I can have a fresh ulti to start. Now, I kind of got to move in a circle on this guy. Make sure your buffs are up, obviously. Put Eruption down once I get started here. And these 2 little Necrotic Horror dudes need to be taunted a sizzle. Oh, and the Harvester's pulled. Batty Deltia. Yep, so let's go grab him. Face him the other way. Buff up, debuff. Okay, I got 5 seconds left in our taunt. There we go. CC break. I am going to do a heavy attack just because I'm out of stamina. Cast my Eruption again to get back some stamina. Life's good. Now let's go get my loots. Fortunately, I don't have a Warhorn up. I wish. So I need a spear. Wait for my stamina to come back a little bit. Important thing here is getting the 2 Horvars that spawn right away, or they'll one-shot you. I've been on the end of the one-shot quite a few times, so don't do that. So as I close the distance, I'm going to range taunt. Pull him right here. Just switch the Now, he's a little bit out of range, so I'm going to make sure that he gets right back in that Nova. There we go. Now I'm going to turn him away from the group, out of danger. He's right on the ass end of the veil. Tripod's up. Eruption. My 2 buffs. My taunt. He's good to go. And then Warhorn. Back to full resources. I'm going to pull these horrors. Now someone gets the donut. If you get the donut, you can't move out of the donut or you die like that. So once he puts hands in the ground, that means donut's coming. Just be aware of it. Let's see if we can't recover here. Alright, this is going to be hard. So I know I'm on my own for healing, basically. Tripod's up. Talons him down. Taunt him. Make sure it's away from the group. Eruption. Got a dodge roll, and we're probably going to die. No? Okay, well, let's see if we can't pull out a miracle. Let's just see how tanky I am. Pro roll. Gonna pull him all the way back here. Eruption down. 2 buffs. I'm close to a Warhorn again, which we will need to make up DPS big time. Let's see if we can't do it. We are close. Horber over here. Warhorn, come on, recovery. Come on, recovery. CC break, we're good. Now Donut should be coming out. There we go. And execute phase. I'm gonna pull these goblins off, dude. Debuff him and taunt him so that way when he comes back up, he's not nuking down my friends. And absolutely 0 drops. Woot. Wouldn't be an ESO dungeon without 0 drops. Alright, we recovered. That was rough. That was rough. We got it done. Alright, now we just make our way through the gauntlet of trash, known as the Trash Gauntlet. It's a creative name, isn't it? Not really. But these aren't too bad, just kind of annoying. So, Chains and Bang here is your best friend. Let's refresh the buffs. Eruption to get some AoE aggro. Chains. Bang. Use a magic potion here. Pull them all in. And they're talons, so I'm empty on magic, but that's okay. And bash, bash, bash. Look, light armor 20. Mom, I leveled up my light armor today. No wonder I can't cast. I don't even have any light armor passes. Oh well, YOLO. Someone asked me, what does that mean? Well, Justin Bieber said it, so it has to be cool. It means you only live once. So, like, do whatever you want. It's kind of like the, I guess, the mantra. Justin Bieber life, though. Taunt all these jokers. Warhorn their faces off. Move and groove, baby. Oh, CC, look. CC me? Really, bro? Whew. I'm out of stam. No, you're not casting. Out of stam. Gotta do a heavy attack. Repentance, repentance, repentance. Use eruption here. Potion's not even close to being up. Can't taunt, but I can taunt with my other ulti. There we go. Eruption's down. Give me a little more magic. Do my best to pull these guys off. I'm going to debuff him, or her, whatever it is. I can't tell the sex on a harvester, I don't know. Can anyone really? Or is that like a Daedra thing? I'm sure Bill Nye could. Bill Nye knows all that stuff. Bill Nye is... Okay, never mind. We're not going to go with Bill Nye jokes today. Not on this video. No, sir. Not here. Alright, taunt, stay out of poop, and taunt stuff and interrupt. That's what you gotta do here. Okay, I'm gonna maintain my buffs. Gonna blow the horny time. This is kind of hard maintaining 15 taunts on everything, so do your best. Okay, I'm completely out of stamina, so I'm just gonna spam that. Got my potion back up. Now move all the bosses over to the shield. Usually someone needs to stay on the mage here. Otherwise the mage will cast. See, right there? She'll cast a heal and keep them all up, basically. The retaunt. And that's the thing you gotta interrupt. So you don't interrupt that, it's gonna be a long day at the office. Usually you have a DPS do the interrupts, because now when these ads come out, I don't know if we'll be able to beat it, because you can't really tank these guys. They'll just run around and kill people. So let's do our best. Warhorn's about up again. Got that clutch bash on though. Screw it, YOLO! Horny time, fun time, that's what they say. I'm just gonna bash her. Yeah, come on, let's get it. Ah! Bash, yeah! We got it. That's not really how it's supposed to go, but that's how it went. Ha ha ha. We got done. We got done. Alright, Lord Warden's ugly face is about to get destroyed. Slash the most annoying boss in the game right now. Though there'll be more annoying bosses later, but right now this one sucks. The Warden is your final obstacle. Well, he's about to get teabagged, no lie. Alright, use these rats to get up ultimate. Don't blow them up. July attack. I'm going to use interruption here. Heal my allies. I want to get a Warhorn. And don't just do damage to them. So remember, Earth and Heart. Every 4 or 6 seconds, I think it's 6, you're going to get an ultimate up for using Earth and Heart ability. That includes eruption. So just going to hit him. Little butterfly kisses. I really want this Warhorn. Maybe I should tell a story while I build an ultimate. Well, gang, if you guys didn't know, you can build ultimate out of combat. You guys know that? It's in the world skill, nope, Undaunted, Necrotic Orb, Energy Orb. You hold block, and someone throws them orbs, and you can build ultimate. So make sure someone has that leveled so you can go into these fights ready to pop that Warhorn. Okay, now look at them swings. Look at that. 2k deeps? What? That's why you don't swing. It doesn't do a whole lot. Okay, now we got a Warhorn. Horny time, fun time. That's what they say. We're going to read our little nugget. Make sure everyone's in before you read the nugget. And that does something. I don't really know, but it makes it harder, allegedly. So we are going to go 3, 2, 1, horny time. I did that right away because he likes to move a lot of the times. Oh yeah, so tanking this guy's kind of hard. You have to get in front of him and stuff. I'll do my best. I'll probably noob it up. See, he moves all over the place like a D-bag. It's not fun. Now, as a tank, you need to be cognizant of the purple orbs that you're putting down. Yeah, cognizant. I said it. I know what it means. Oh, I better taunt again instead of talking and telling stories. Okay, out of stam. Okay, both the thingies are down. That's great. I'll do some heavy attacks here because I'm out of stam. Eruption. And the thing you got to be worried about here is just making sure that you get in front of the boss when appropriate. So he's up. I'm going to jump in. Hit our little synergy key on the way down. Brace for impact. And then we're at the 4 stage here. So make sure to get up ultimates, get up resources. I'm going to range taunt these guys, otherwise they will pepper your DPS. Use a tripod, go full resource mode here. Okay, we're good now. Usually, once this fires back up, you're going to have the boss right here in the center. So just be careful with that. Make sure to pick him up right away. Okay, we got last one here. So I'm going to blow the war horn just as this thing's about to die so they get the full duration on the boss. And now. So now the phase will be, he will do his little lightning attack in front of people. So make sure that you grab it before he does it. I forget what it looks like when he's about to do it, so someone probably will die. Damn it, why'd you go over there? Really? He's going up again? Okay. Well, let's get in. Come on, make it. Do that pro roll. Yeah! There's an achievement if you get in these things all the time. Okay, we're going to drop tripod right away. Boom! Tripod. And you have to make a boom sound every time you use a tripod. It's mandatory. Alright. It's actually not, but come here. Okay, see, that's the thing. That's the thing. Get in front of that. See? Yeah. Oh, don't move out of it, DPS. Okay, there we go. Oh, I better taunt. That's one of my jobs, right? 30%, we're going to do another split, and then we are G to G. So make sure, range taunt if you're not close. So I need to taunt 2 more of these little dingbags. And good. So now just kind of maintain resources here. Use them synergies, because you can build up resources and ultimates doing so. So I'm going to grab the spear if I can. Reapply my buffs. So Warhorn's up. You're going to have one more phase where you need to get back in the thing. There we go. Where's he at? There he is. Warhorn. So I'm going to pull him away, obviously, from crap. Now get in front of the crap. Get in front. And you're going to have to run. Run. I'm going to take the back area because I got a pro roll in me. Come on, get in there. Get in there. Did you make it? Did you make it? Tripod on the way down. Come on. There's an achievement for that. I need Undaunted, kids. Oh, the music is kicking in. Lord Warden's about to go down. Are we going to get an achievement, or is Delta going to noob the tanking roll up? Oh, God. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Look at that. Look at that. Come on, clutch. Clutch. That might have been clutch on the healer, not me, but I don't care. Lord Warden has been vanquished. Woo! Undaunted 6 on video. This is the best day of my life. My wife's not upstairs, so she won't know. She doesn't watch my videos either. She thinks I'm nerdy. I don't know why. What did we get? Oh, we got Lord Warden's head. Oh, gang. Speaking of Lord Warden's head, it is changing in the future. So this thing will be a lot better in the future. I think it's, you don't have to stand in any longer, and the buff chance is up a lot. So make sure that, you know, it's probably worth doing to get that helm now. Now I have to send something to my friend so I can get the loot in here, because I'm a loot monster and I have a million things in here. So he'll send it back to me. He's my boo. He's my boo, Psycho. I love you, dog. That's my friend in game. Okay. So shut up, Deltia. Hopefully you learned something out of this. This is the tanking rule. You guys have asked for a lot of tanking videos. So maybe I'll do one today explaining what class each has to offer and just how to set up a static bar based on your individual class. Thanks for watching. Lord Warden, Deltia can tank, even though he sucked at first.